Tommy Licata sat me down in 2008 and said he wanted to do something that had never been done before.
Tommy wanted to have an international team competition made up of the best flame workers in the world.
Then Tommy got a hold of Will Menzies from Flow Magazine and asked him if he would like to coordinate this event.
Will called.
Yeah, it started with Will giving me a call.
Talking to Will at the Flow. Apparently Will had been trying to get a hold of me for some time.
Will called me and asked me to get a team together.
It was really great being able to get the call from Will.
We found Tim.
Darby asked me.
Eugene calls me from the Tucson Flame Off and says, hey, we got a spot, are you in or out?
Will kind of turned to me and I kind of jokingly said, where's my team, Will? And he said, well, that's what I want to talk to you about.
And a month later, we got an email from a friend of ours, David Sanders.
So I said, you know what, I'd love to take a drive out there. And then the rest of my team said, great, we're flying, we'll see you there.
Really good flying into Vegas.
Worked all night long, not slept, jumped on the plane, flew to Vegas, and there we were.
The first time here really in Las Vegas. Everything is a little bit oversized. Those were very impressive.
At this point, a little bit of pre-game jitters.
A lot of overwhelming excitement.
Well, the whole thing is exciting.
Hard to not get excited, really.
Hey man, this is going to be for real. What I saw that I thought was cool, you know, honestly, was the opening ceremonies, the dimming of the lights.
My name's Lewis Wilson. Welcome to the International Hot Glass Invitational.
And Lewis Wilson came out and did a fandango.
Tonight, we're going to present you with 12 teams of some of the best lamp workers in the world.
Plus seeing Lewis, just seeing Lewis Wilson in a tux was a shock. I mean, really, how could anyone recover from that shock, seeing Lewis Wilson in a tux?
Hippies rule.
We were in the stands fairly close when Lewis Wilson burned his beard on the fire doing his fire dance.
Glass blowers, we're used to having things catch on fire. Par for the course. So yeah, beard caught on fire, great. Beard, eyebrows, whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing the next day because we all had it on video and we were all looking at it that night. The next day he showed up with no beard.
Hello?
That was like, oh my God, that was over the top. For those who know Louis.
Welcome to the second night of the International Hot Glass Invitational. And the first day I've been without a beard in 35 years. But I got a hell of a mustache. Let's start this party. Jason Harris and Jennifer Knudsen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Las Vegas, to the International Hot Glass Invitational.
We are so thrilled to be here in Vegas and thrilled to have you all here with us.
Oh, that's where the fun began.
Here we go. It's game time.
We're going to introduce the teams.
Showmanship was part of the...
We were encouraged for the teams to have different themes or whatever costume, you know, add to the showmanship.
And everyone had their own little thing they were doing, you know, like...
Let's do scientific lab coats.
That's scientific coats, right?
The scientific team. Bring in the hard science.
My team is Scientific Splash.
Here they come in their lab coats. We've got Donnie Hatz, Julie Ray Riggs, Tim Fuzz Williams, and Tim Cornerins.
Wow.
Science in the house.
And so we figured, okay, that's very prestigious, scientific looking because we're Scientific Splash.
Bondu's team wore the all the old style clothes, you know, like what did they call that? Like
Bondu Dunham and its team Pitagora. And here we go, incredibly dressed tonight.
We did a steampunk theme, which is kind of, you know, H.G. Wells.
Greetings. We've just flown in on the airship Kugelbahn, which is moored at this very moment. What?
The ship's gone.
The ship is broken loose?
Yeah, the mooring line's come off.
What? Did you tie a proper knot again this time? Andrew, go call Area 51 and tell them not to shoot it down this time, would you?
Yeah, I have Area 51's phone number on my phone.
Okay, the next team is called Ponteel Motion.
Yeah, Zoot Suits. Yeah, that's right.
What are you trying to say? That we got an ugliest team on the on the floor?
Devin Somerville, Paul Steffen. We got Philip Vogel, Mike Shelbo.
Try to class it up a little bit.
We had tails.
All the way out of the mountains of Oregon, Team Onion Mountain. We got Eugene Goins, Elijah Aller, Nady, and Chaz Pyle.
Oh, the tails.
We were wearing tails, yeah.
Turn around and show your backsides, boys. I thought my ass was
They got
dragging
their
after a
tails
couple
on.
days of this, but you guys, I don't know.
That was Nady's idea all the way, like 100%.
When we all got called out and introduced,
Team Rocker, ladies and gentlemen.
the only thing that I was thinking of was the next task that I had at hand, which was trying to build this huge-ass rocking chair.
Welcome Ham Brushland, Elijah Copeland, Carlin Sage, and Marcel Braun.
Costumes, getting on stage, what do? We had matching t-shirts.
Banjo, Clinton Roman, Darby Holm, and Deppie are all gonna rock it for the Team North Star.
I was really interested in seeing what Salt's team was going to do.
Well, first of all, I think Lucan grabbed the microphone right off the bat.
So the next team comes all the way out from Texas, hence the name, the Lone Stars.
He jumps up on stage, you know, two words out of the announcer's mouth, grabs the mic.
Hey, what's up? We're Team Lone Star. Christian Luginger, Kevin Ivey, Micah Evans. I go by Salt, and we're here to rock y'all out. So I hope you're ready to have a good time, and we're gonna put on a good show. God bless Texas.
Members of our next team, Team Frabel. Hans Godo Frabel. Frankie Fox Jones. Jack Roberts. And Magnum Mankang.
Team Men in Black, you know, they wore the suits.
Led by Mylan Townsend. We got Eric Bailey, Justin Schoenfield, Jacob Hyman. All these guys are a long time in the biz. These guys wrote the book on this subject.
When our team got introduced, we walked out on stage, having every idol I've ever known in history in that same room.
Our European entry, all the way from Austria, from the Alps, we have Weinmeier Bernd and Sean Mueller.
I get real nervous around crowds and stuff, so I was a mess.
This team consists of Eric Goldschmidt, David Sandish, Lance, and Josh Jensen.
And when they call you, it was like, ah! heart starts pounding.
Delene Peralta, who has been a favorite in a lot of these flame-offs. She's a continual winner. We also have Mark McCourt, Matt Glas, aka Dubious, and Josh McDaniel, Team EGS Eugene Glass School.
I'm always nervous right before any flame off.
Gentlemen and ladies, start your torches.
An event like this is not every day.
That's all you got.
We're up against the best of the best here. These people are phenomenal.
I mean, we're up against people I own books from, DVDs from.
Mylan Townsend, Bondu. I've got one of their books on each end of my bench with burn holes in it, and now I'm seeing them not only in person at a flame off, I'm seeing them up close and kind of backstage, and it's shocking.
It's going to be a little bit of a surprise.
I mean, these guys literally wrote the book on what's happening.
The rules of this event,
the rules were totally revolutionary.
A whole new, different approach to a flame off that has never been done before.
It's all about creating a beautiful art piece and doing it in the 3-hour time frame.
And we had 3 hours total.
I do some of my best work when I'm under deadline.
We spent months trying to figure out how to exactly use those 3 hours.
I also do some of my worst work when I'm under deadline.
And then it all being teams.
I've never seen 4-person teams.
4-person team was super exciting.
they allowed us to bring 2 parts for every one that we made on the floor.
Yep, according to the rules, you're allowed to bring 2, make 1. So we brought 2 completed branches. We're making the 3rd.
Being able to make 2/3 of your piece finished, bring it there, and then finish the last third there. Pieces could get really big.
It's an artificially constructed situation that's designed to be as dramatic as possible, and that's what everybody's here for, including the competitors. There's a whole different level of creativity that happens.
We're hearing 10-foot rocking chair, we're hearing dueling eagles, we're hearing plasma. I mean, things that no one has ever seen.
I was really interested in seeing what Salt's team was going to do.
Hey, we at Team Lone Star have got a couple surprises for you guys. We want to show you one of them right now.
We had some showmanship planned.
You guys like t-shirts?
We really planned on doing this a little bit of Vegas style.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Now there was their little t-shirt cannon.
They got a gimmick.
And that kind of kicked it off, and we just had a blast.
Lone Star State brings the big guns to the competition.
We know you're fired up, but
This
really.
is a Texas gun, ladies and gentlemen.
And we were loving it. We were trying to catch t-shirts too.
Multiple layers of showmanship coming from this team.
Actually, I got my Team Lone Star t-shirt and I wear it.
Lots of secrets being given away right here in front of you folks.
It seemed like they were taking something that was either hot and already out and bending it over it, or maybe they're taking a glob and pulling it and bending it over this rounded shape already.
He's built an incredible wooden and metal mold. He's got his circle of glass, and he's got a team furiously cutting circles over here.
We realized that there was no way to include just one of our skill sets. We kind of had to start from scratch and build a project that just required little bits and pieces from each of our skill sets.
I'm actually seeing some mathematics start to work out on this piece. Am I right? No. I'm seeing a large-scale flame happening here. This is covering a lot of surface area on this glass.
Oh, check this out.
Now here's one of those 2/3 prep coming out of the box right now. And we can see a finished globe. He's swinging this thing around like it's a beach ball. This is
He's
all
acting like
glass,
it's not
ladies and
mine.
gentlemen.
got a shot of some of these continents going on over here that are in waiting, continents in waiting, and they're starting to mount the continents to the globe now.
Are you sealing these onto this globe?
No, we're actually placing them on, and they're hooking onto the globe.
So they got little
It's
hooks.
it's very fragile. We are finishing setting it up, putting the finishing touches on it, and we actually wanted to tell you guys about what we submitted here. We had a hard time, we were a little intimidated by the whole competition, but we wanted to make something that was about the event, and we feel like this event is about how Glas brings us all together, and our whole community is made up of these small connections, the connections that we have with each other, and so our world is made up of all these small connections. And we really just wanted this piece to be about the event. Thank you, guys. This is what we made. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Those guys are awesome. They built the Earth in a day. Yeah.
Glass blowing is about timing and accuracy. You're gonna get cracks when your timing is off and when you're sticking stuff in the wrong spot. So you need to be on point, on time. Timing and accuracy are key.
Nady's going to be working on an exotic flower over here. Chaz over here is working on branches.
I gotta make a branch. I got 18 little budlets to make in the first hour.
And buds for the tree.
I gotta make a bird.
I was busy making flowers the whole time.
And then we got Eli over here working on more flowers and more buds and more branches.
That was my only job, just make flowers and then stick them together.
And the whole point of the piece was we were springing forth with our all of our ideas, and it was spring.
Making 2 giant Incalmo bubbles, and I'm going to put them together, and it's going to get pretty big.
I know you all know how dark colors move a lot differently than light colors. And Yushin has chosen 2 completely opposite colors to butt up side by side here. Extremely challenging to blow out evenly. Don't you think, Eugene?
Yeah, it's a little bit, but I tried to keep the white a little thicker because the black's usually stiff, so I should be all right.
Yep, according to the rules, you're allowed to bring 2, make 1. So we brought 2 completed branches. We're making the third, which is going to be larger than the other 2 for the center of a sort of trifecta of branches and flowers.
Yushin, you are flattening this baby out. It is spinning into a beautiful, flattened out, like a gigantic child's top. I think that kids' toys are the theme of the night, and this ain't no child's play, babies.
It can get a little intense. As long as we don't have any major accidents, no one gets hurt, no burns, everything's gonna go smooth.
I was trying to go about 9 inches on this one. The biggest one I've done is 8 inches.
That's beautiful, Yushin. How close are you guys to assembling this piece?
We're wrapping it up right now. We're almost finished.
We have something to show.
Well, the concept of Cirque du Soleil.
We're going to be combining scientific glass blowing techniques using it in an artistic form.
Being that we are going to perform in Vegas, we thought it'd be a perfect medium.
We've got fire and water and trapeze artists and moving parts.
Lots of different colors, lots of different things that we could use that hadn't really been incorporated that I know of in glass.
And the name of our piece is Elements at Play. I'm going to be
wrapping some coils.
Big bushy flame over here with this coil.
Julie Riggs over here is deep in concentration in a beautiful form. She's got a few beautiful pieces here. And the piece that she's working on now looks very much like it's going to be a fishtail or perhaps a mermaid. We'll have to see.
This is scientific and art mixed.
I did the fire.
Fuzz, tell me a little bit more about what's happening over here on this table.
Right now I'm just doing a bunch of blow-ons on the fire, and that's a technical term that I made up or somebody did a long time ago. But now I'm flame annealing flames.
My role was in all of this was to create a structure to surround the fire, the water, the people, and showcase Donnie's wheel.
My human hamster wheel device.
A human hamster wheel device.
As for small people, little trapeze artists will...
For little people.
little...
This is imagination at its best, coming from scientists. I can't believe this.
Sculptures, little sculpture, people sculpture.
This is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. We're forcing the science into art.
They said Donnie could do all that and in high heels.
In the cute shoes. She's doing great seals in cute shoes.
One of the projects that really piqued my interest and made me a little bit nervous was the Glas School project.
So I wanted to like really put a show on, you know, because that's what it was about. What I thought it was about, big equestrian center and a big show. So we just wanted to like go rock it and make a big show.
Mark's over here working intently with a small, fine pick on something that looks like another one of these horns.
And Deline is a master, a great master at working with dichroic glass.
Everybody threw in ideas and we just came up with a sculpture.
They're putting together that headdress, that war bonnet thing.
It's an eagle with a headdress.
There's some massive piece of something going on over here in the EGS team.
The horns.
Trying to get that end pulled off. If he's got to work that hard and that torch is running that high, you know that is some thick-ass glass.
And then a piece of Native American rattle that was also a horn.
He says he started with 70mm tubing.
No, I've never done any like big things like that.
And Mark is back here designing this drum. What are you doing, Mark?
I'm putting on the drumstick.
Putting on the drum skin. Step by step, making these pieces come to a reality.
Okay. They've got feathers on the top of the bird head, and this is a, oh my God.
Oh yeah, we ran into tons of problems.
I'm just keeping this whole thing hot. We got a lot of attachments here and a lot of detail work, and if you don't keep the whole thing hot, then you'll end up having cracks between where it gets thick and where it gets thin.
In practice, we had it down a lot better. The timing and everybody was real verbal, but when we were in the show, it just got really chaotic with everybody watching. I think just the pressure and everything, you know, it just came down to chaoticness at the end.
They had the gloves on, and they were torching the piece.
They're trying to keep their bodies out of the way of the fire and still hold the glass where it needs to be. And at some point you say, my body's expendable.
There's just no other way to go about it. He had to grab the piece to take the final punty off and put the last medallion on. So he had to hold it.
Catch
I should have been where Mark was. It got a little discombobulated at the end, and I don't know how Mark and I switched places. I was just like, oh! It was just really crazy.
We've got lots of action here.
Oh, right. It's frantic over here.
Everything's
It's
happening
mad. It's
very
crazy.
fast here, Eugene.
Yeah, babies. Make it work.
Oh! Get out of the way! Let me fix that.
As far as I know, they tagged it with the torch and busted off the feather.
Yeah, and he knocked the feather off.
I'm thinking to myself, they got to have another feather ready. I know they're going to fix that because they've come this far. They're not going to give up now.
Now this is the thrill of competition, ladies and gentlemen.
Put a glove on, Mark. Put a glove on. Put a glove on. You got a glove. You want to tear that off? All right, stick it on. Stick it on. Yep. Matt's fingers are completely crisp by now.
Matt was burning, and then Mark kept burning his face with the torch. And
There, and his gloves were getting super hot. You could see them; they were smoking.
Wait, let it cool down.
We're down to 15 minutes.